Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. So, in case you don't know, I usually make these videos members only. Um, I usually make them members only. We need some anxiety society here. I usually make these videos members only, but today's I think is so important that I have to make it not, because a lot of people are like, obviously everyone's scared of this weapon, right? And a reason to be, it's a missile weapon, right? But I don't think people realize that there's just so many factors that could lead to this being an entirely meta-defining weapon, more so than it already looks like. So in case you don't know what weapon I'm talking about, we got the Splatana Wiper Deco today. And let me take off my special charge, just so it's clear that this weapon will not need help outputting missiles. So I can just like, let's just see real quick. So let me tell you the kit first. This weapon got beacon missiles. And people are saying, oh, okay, beacon, that's great. That's great that it is beacon, because that doesn't help it paint for special, right? Well, here's the issue. It doesn't need help with that, you know? Like, this thing is, this is one of the best painting weapons in the game, and it can also fight. They had to nerf its ultra stamp output. That's how good it is at painting for its ultra stamp. They had to nerf output of a weapon's ultra stamp. So, seeing as this weapon has missiles, this thing better have a very high 3-digit number at the bottom right of its tag. I don't know why I butchered tag. Of its tag. That thing better be 210 minimum. First of all. Second of all, no matter the points for special, missiles need to be nerfed. Like, this is not a question at this point. Before, like, they were undoubtedly the best special in the game, right? But it was okay because they were on bad weapons, where none of which had a bomb except for YouTuber, when that weapon cannot paint whatsoever. And you know the worst part? I want to say, if this thing gets 210p, it'll still paint better than YouTuber. And it can fight better, it's more mobile, it has higher object damage, significantly higher object damage, higher DPS. It just has everything over YouTuber. So at this point, this thing is a better YouTuber, and beacon missiles is a very scary combination of a kit. The only thing that beacon missiles doesn't have is paint, and Wiper has that. That's why I fear this weapon so much, and I don't think others fear it as much as they should, because they're like saying that beacon is gonna stop this thing from outputting its missiles. Unless this thing is this ballpoint of Splatoon 3 and gets the first 230p, we're not getting any fun, right? Which brings me to my next point. No matter what, we're not gonna have fun with this weapon unless they tone back missiles. And at this point, if they don't change anything about its like place in the meta, but they just change it so that it's a slightly healthier special, buff it to compensate for the nerfs if you want, just make it healthy for the game. Because right now, this is, oh wait, whoops. That's not missiles. While I pay for it, I'll explain. Because right now, this is full team displacement, right? This is full team displacement. The entire team. Sometimes it's 5 people because of Rainmaker. global range, lagless almost. You can do whatever you want. And the only thing that's holding it back is a 10-second cooldown. Which, by the way, let me paint for another one here. The reflexes, great paint range. Which can be evaded by just like waiting out. So if you really want to do double missile, you can still do it by just waiting it out. And then you can start farming missiles immediately again. So that's like kind of a problem, you know. At this point, I think the 10-second timer needs to start as soon as you pop it. Like, give it this timer now for activating it. And then just like make the timer reset again when you pop the special. That needs to be done at this point, I feel like. Because missile output is still too much. It's still too much. Because the weapons that have it can paint too well. They just don't have a bomb. And the main weapons kind of suck. That's why. That's why they're not in the meta right now. And some of them still are. But Wiper Deco just kind of compensates for all that. It can paint. It can fight. It's mobile. The beacon's going to help it be more of a backline. So it's going to paint more anyway. Which is still kind of scary. Yeah, something needs to be done in the patch to missiles to make this not terrible, you know? Like, if it's not the same power as Splash was pre-patch, if it's that or lower, or if it's that or higher, we're mega screwed. If it's that or lower, we might be okay. They just have to nerf something. They could nerf the main weapon. They could nerf the special. And here's the other thing that I'm scared of. So you guys know how like we have not gotten a single weapon with a lethal bomb this patch? Like S-Blast has Sprinkler. Paintbrush has Curling, which is not really considered a bomb because it's not on the same levels, right? The only lethal sub-weapon in this patch so far. Because Paintbrush has Curling. Then moving on to the actual kits. Rapid Deco has Line Marker. And what was the other kit announced yesterday? I know Nova has Mine because they just announced that. This thing has Beacon. Something else has... Oh yeah, Tetras has Sprinkler. So there's no lethal bomb so far this patch, right? Except for maybe Curling in some circumstances if you like charge it. So here's the thing though, that kind of indicates that they're gonna try to buff the utility subs, right? And that's great. We need that. Except that this thing has Beacon, and I feel like they're gonna try to buff Beacon even though it is already one of the best subs in the game right now. Like, Beacon is the one utility sub that stands alongside the bombs, right? It's in like high tier, sometimes even top tier. In a case like Ballpoint, that weapon is better with a beacon than a lethal bomb, and that's not often the case, you know? So that's a problem. They're probably gonna try to buff this thing, in fact. If nothing is done to missiles, I think we are absolutely done. And we now have a 7-day countdown for having a good game. So getting all your montages, getting all your everything content wise before this weapon comes out. I'm probably over exaggerating. If I'm not though, I wouldn't be surprised, which is kind of the scary part. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Splatana diaper, which is what we're calling it from now on, because it'll just be Wiper Deco. It's the Splatana diaper. But yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more if you want more videos like this where I discuss a weapon that's gonna be overpowered. Become a member if you want, because a bunch of videos like this are waiting for you for members. post one every time a new weapon comes out, so be sure to stay tuned there. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Have fun in sizzle season.